Hi, everybody, and I'm just here to talk about a movie that's going to come out later this year, Civil War, about what would happen if the United States broke out into another civil war in the modern era. And as always, Hollywood does predictive programming. If you look at all the movies before COVID came out, Contagion and Flu and World War Z and 28 Days Later and The Outbreak and all these movies that were basically telling us what was going to happen, that there was going to be a pandemic, and they always said, 2020 something. They always said that, you know, and it was going to be like a flu-like or coronavirus kind of pandemic. They were saying that, and now Hollywood is saying basically there's going to be a civil war in the country because they know what's going to happen. They know they can feel the tension. It's not that Hollywood controls your mind, is that they could feel, they know people, like, they send people out into normal society and they can feel the tension in America. And basically, one part of America, one group in America wants to do something and the other group wants to do something else. And I don't know what it's going to be for this country to split, either abortion rights or people are going to get upset over, the Congress sending too much money over to foreign countries like Ukraine and Israel. A lot of people are upset about that because it's like, why can't you use that money here? Um, uh, it might be that, because we're spending $1 trillion every 100 days. $1 trillion every 100 days. So every 3 months, we're spending $1 trillion right now. And inflation and, food prices, inflation, all that stuff is going to get so bad that it's not going to matter. Like our salaries are not going to matter. And it's going to get to the point where, like, even if you're making like $150,000 a year, you're still not going to be able to afford that much, and it's going to get to that point pretty soon, within probably if not this year, within the next few years, if we continue on this trajectory. And there's going to be a point where, even those people that have done everything right and, they make good, decent money, they're going to be fed up and they're going to be like, okay, well, who do I blame? You know? And there's going to be a lot of Congress people. I think in a civil war, there's going to be a lot of Congress people that are going to be charged with the crime of destroying the economy. Congress people, people on Wall Street, people in the Federal Reserve, whatever. They're going to be charged with with manipulating the economy to make it worse or whatever. So a lot of people will probably die because of this if the potential civil war breaks out. I think there'll be like I said, like an uprising, and it won't necessarily. I mean, it might be one group versus the other group and civilians, but I think a lot of people will go after the elites, just like with January 6th, and like the elites will frame it as people are against democracy when really people are like fed up with like how much inflation has gotten so bad. Everything costs so much. Even like people who make 150 grand, if they can't, they won't be able to afford groceries anymore. Even like it'll be like $300 for what used to be $100 not even like a year ago. So it'll be shit like that people will finally turn and get fed up because people in the government just keep spending money. That's their solution, and the solution is to not spend money, just to get rid of a lot of government programs. I know it's harsh, but stop spending money. You're spending $1 trillion every 3 months. You're gonna have to stop spending. But yeah, that's the predictive programming that I'm thinking is gonna happen soon. Within the next few years, I think within the next decade, I think the United States will break out into another civil war at the rate we're going with inflation, with people not getting jobs and people not getting housing, and people are fed up. And there's going to be a turning point where one group of people is going to fight the elites and the other group of people is going to protect the elites. That's all I'm going to say.